Closing out the night in the USL Championship from Las Vegas, Nevada, in Cashman Field, it is Las Vegas Lights playing host to San Antonio FC. With the former Manchester United goalkeeper Gary Bailey, I'm Josh Eastern. Tonight's broadcast is presented by LiUNA 872 Laborers Union. Looking at the Western Conference standings, these two teams both well in the playoff picture right now and in good positioning. Las Vegas, 2 wins and 2 losses. As for San Antonio, just a couple of points better, but they have not lost so far this season. Last time out for Las Vegas, this got to be one of the wins of the year, going away to Oakland, winning it 3-0.
Absolutely brilliant. Coleman Gannon here gets a deflected shot in the back of the net and gets them into the groove, but look at Samake's finish there, top corner, and that's not where it ends. You think, okay, do you hold on to the lead? No, they don't. Valentin Noel is going to cut inside in his right foot, tuck it into the far corner. A 3-0 win on the road. Brilliant.
3 goals and 3 points away from home. And how about Valentin Noel? He's been great since coming over from Austin FC too.
Yeah, quality player, the Frenchman, 24 years of age, 2 goals and 1 assist. So he's able to score, he's able to help his teammates. And suddenly you're seeing Vegas near the top of the table and thinking, wow, what a difference from the last couple of seasons.
We will get into all those storylines as the game continues. On the other side for San Antonio, no losses in their opening 4.
Yeah, they're so good at putting pressure. Lucas Silva here scoring, but they put pressure on everywhere. It's physical, it's balls in the air, it's balls on the ground. They follow up. Carter Manley here, quick to pounce on that. They don't give you any breathing space, and every once in a while something special. This time, overhead kick, Carter Manley, back of the net.
On a player to watch for the San Antonio side, a former USL Championship Best 11 player, Jorge Hernandez.
Yeah, top of the assists already this season, as he was last season. Clever player, one of the few that's been kept by coach Alan Marcina, and the reason why you keep a player like that, because he is top quality.
We are building you up to first kick tonight. Dennis Sanchez called this a measuring stick game for his Las Vegas Lights up against San Antonio, the champions from 2 seasons ago. We'll have lineups and first kick coming up next from Las Vegas.
Hey, bud. This doing nothing all day isn't good.
You should be out making friends.
Lots of friends.
Why? Huh? Because I'm not enough? By myself? Because you would love me more if I was always bringing over new money friends?
Yes.
It's called earning dividends, dear.
Get your money working with amazing certificate rates now at AmericaFirst.com.
Desert Radiology is the area's chief resource for the highest quality medical imaging and diagnostic care. We're proud to offer 11 conveniently located imaging centers across the valley. As a member of the community for over 50 years, Desert Radiology is proud to be the official imaging partner of the Las Vegas Lights. To learn more, visit desertrad.com. That's desertrad.com. Let's go Lights!
Tonight's match is presented by LiUNA 872, by Great Clips, and by Nevada Donor Network. Building you up to first kick tonight from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. Tonight's match presented by LiUNA 872 Laborers Union. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They are also brought to you by LiUNA 872 Laborers Union. And it's a pretty similar 11 overall here for the Lights tonight.
Yeah, just the one change. Edison Ascona comes in. Hayden Sargas goes to the bench in that 4-2 sort of 3-1 shape, although they've got a slightly different there. We'll see how they do line up, but Alba up front, a real threat as far as San Antonio are concerned.
And on the other side for San Antonio, as we mentioned, this team has not lost this season.
It's a very, very strong side. They've also only made the one change. Burak comes in for Shannon Gomez, who drops to the bench. Agudelo really good at holding up play up front. And of course, Kevin Lambert, a powerhouse in midfield.
And with that, we are just about set for first kick. There is a look at Alan Marcina, hired as San Antonio head coach in 2020 after spending 1 year as an assistant. Our referee tonight is Greg Dopka. And he will get us underway this evening. Always a lively atmosphere here in Las Vegas. There's the whistle, and away we go. It's San Antonio FC and Las Vegas Lights. Last game up on this Saturday in the USL Championship. Plenty of interesting results today, as tonight's kickoff is brought to you by America First Credit Union. This is the Las Vegas side, as we mentioned, the Open coming off that 3-0 win over Oakland. And as Dennis Sanchez said, it's never easy to go on the road. But what he did say was, we can't get too high, we can't get too low. You maybe look back at that win at the end of the season and say, that is a big 3 points. But for now, gotta keep it even keeled.
Yeah, absolutely. But they are so much better than they were last season. I mean, if they win today, they go above San Antonio, only 2 points off the top. Who would have thought that? Seeing how poor they were last season and even the season before. I mean, they had 3 wins all of last season. They've got 2 wins already from the last 2 matches. So I'm sure Las Vegas Lights fans are a lot more excited about what's happening under Dennis Sanchez this season.
Played through the middle. It's Valentin Noel. He's been a star for this team in the early going, coming over from Austin FC 2, which is where Dennis Sanchez was an assistant last season. On the other side for San Antonio, the 2-1 win against Monterey Bay. Manley and Lambert, the goal scorers, a defender and a defensive midfielder scoring the goals, but Alan Marcina knows the goals will come from all over the way they play.
He's been amazing with this team, Alan Marcina. I mean, on the road, it's 20 wins, 6 losses, 9 draws, plus 19 goal difference. Again, on the road, plus 19 goal difference. It's an amazing side. They put pressure on you. I mean, they're physically strong and demanding. They will fight you for everything, but they'll put crosses in the box. And it will be a fantastic test for the Las Vegas Lights. And I'm sure Dennis Sanchez very excited to see just how good his team really are.
Well, the only road game so far this season for San Antonio coming on the road in St. Pete against the Rowdies, one of the teams that has been up around the top of the Eastern Conference just about every year. And they got a 2-2 draw out of that one. They started the season with a 2-2 draw against Loudoun, and then the wins in the last 2. We'll see what they have here tonight. They've scored 2 goals in each of their games. Here's Solomon Asante looking to whip this ball in. It comes all the way through for Ascona. Couldn't get a shot away. Tried to move it ahead for Gannon. They keep it alive, the Lights, but only momentarily. Tainter to the end line. It stays in play. And eventually it runs out of play. It'll give us a chance to look at our keys to the game, presented by Silver State Schools Credit Union.
Yeah, Dennis Sanchez saying he wants his team to be compact and aggressive, as they were in the last match against Oakland Roots. And for San Antonio, provoked to penetrate is the new thinking from Alan Marcina. It's inviting the sort of focus from the opposition, draw them out towards you, they leave gaps behind you, and then you penetrate into that space. So that's the new thinking from Alan Marcina. He says, you know what, we've always been quick on transition, strong and powerful, but now other teams are doing the same. So we have to come up with something that keeps us ahead of the pack.
Easier said than done, but we've seen their track record over the last few years, winning the title a couple of years ago. Last season kind of faded towards the end of the year, but still 14 wins, 6 losses, 14 draws. That was good for 4th place in the West. They did win a playoff game before losing out to Sacramento Republic in the 2nd round. He said he wanted to implement this system last year, but too many injuries early on in the season and through preseason, just couldn't really get it to come together. Still had a successful year. And look at this space for Edison Azcona. Azcona running into Carter Manley. Samake coming forward, deflects out of play, and it's a goal kick on the way.
Azcona, the only change in the lineup, and what a good lineup it was to get not just a win at Oakland Roots, but a 3-0 win on the road. Clean sheets, an important part of what they've been able to do here so far, and they've got 2 clean sheets. They were the joint best coming into the weekend. Again, look back to last season. Don't think that can say that too often. Although Charleston Battery got a 3rd clean sheet earlier today away at Rhode Island. So let's see if Vegas and Rosarina can join them. Interesting, the 2 clean sheets have come both with the Rosarina in goal. Only 2 games, 2 clean sheets. So maybe the goalkeeper has something to do with the way they are defending so well at the moment, Las Vegas Lights.
Now, week 1, it was Austin Wormel, the former FC Tulsa goalkeeper. There are some good competition between the goalkeepers on this roster. Nicholas Amateur, who has spent his whole career in Switzerland. A 23-year-old, he's also available on the bench along with Wormel, but now it's a Rosarena who is getting the top nod from the manager. Let's take a look at tonight's injury report. It is presented by Desert Radiology. Unfortunately, it's a bit long there for Las Vegas, but it's just Lucho Solignac who is on the shelf for this one tonight. Going down was Alba, and a set piece on the way for Las Vegas.
So many clever players on the ball there. Noel is one of them. He's not the only one. You've got Samake. He's a clever player on the ball as well. And even this big number 9, Alba, from Dominican Republic, has really impressed so far. Started his football career playing for Norway U17s, but has since moved across to the Dominican Republic.
That line by San Antonio just atop the 18-yard box. Noel and Coleman Gannon standing around it. Gannon runs away. It's Valentin Noel. Serving this in, the header's on target. And saved by Pablo Cisniega.
Well, it's not often San Antonio get beaten in the air from a set piece, but well done Vegas getting up there. It's a really good header, and who gets the header but a former San Antonio man. Fabian Garcia knows exactly what San Antonio's strengths are and beats them at their own game.
Last 2 seasons with San Antonio as the flag is up for offside. And a USL Championship winner in 2022 with the club as well. The new era of USL continues on the CBS networks in April. Join us Tuesday, April 9th. That's this Tuesday on CBS Sports Network as Charleston Battery takes on Louisville City at 7 p.m. Eastern in a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Final. What a game that was today on CBS between Louisville City and Indy 11. What was the final score there? It was 5-3. It's a good game to show to a national audience.
It really was, and before that, Miami going down 3-2 away at Hartford, so 5 goals in that match.
And then we made up for it with 2 0-0 draws tonight as well.
I was trying to leave those 2 out of it.
Good defense and good goalkeeping. Samake touched out of play.
It's interesting, just asking Alan Marcino what he felt with the dangers from Las Vegas. He said, well, it's a different setup, a lot more professional, new ownership, new coach, new players, no more tricks and noises around the edge of the pitch like they used to have. He said it's an organized team, 4-4-2 in defense, 4-3-3 in attack, very vertical, box-to-box players of quality. So all in all, he was very impressed with the recent changes at Las Vegas.
That's what should make this game such an interesting one to watch tonight, with this new style of San Antonio against this Las Vegas side that is really just trying to test themselves, see where they're at. A few weeks ago, Dennis Sanchez said this team was still kind of in preseason mode, but they got a great 1-0 win against El Paso after that conversation, and then they followed up with another 3-0 win over Oakland. That's not to say neither of those teams won't be successful this year. They will, but the San Antonio team is a real team to test where you're at.
Oh yeah, they test you in every single way, and physically, balls whipped in from out wide, on the ground. They're just a full side, which is why they've been so successful under Alan Marcina. He picks players who he knows can deal with the physical side of the game week in and week out. Very clever manager and very highly respected in the USL, because it's 4 years in a row now that he's been head coach, and they've got to the playoffs in every one of those years.
Since 2020, no coach has led a team to more points than Alan Marcina. Manley going long over the top, the run of Agudelo, and he'll run all the way out of play.
Can't believe Carter Manley with an overhead kick in the last match against Monterey Bay. I'm sure everyone in the locker room saying, you know what, you go play center forward if you can do that.
He got that one in the 7th minute. It was Kevin Lambert to score in the 86th minute after Moby Fair had equalized just before halftime for Monterey Bay. Don't forget that Carter Manley goal was good enough for goal of the week.
Wow, would have taken some goal to beat him. Overhead kick from a defender, really? I would have retired after that.
He's in there tonight. Going to play it down the line into the run of Agudelo. Again, Emra Clementa's there. And Renko Arozarena.
That's something they've done well, Las Vegas Lights. They've got two experienced centre-backs in Clementa and Fabian Garcia. I think you need that, and a really good goalkeeper in Arozarena, and I think that's the sort of spine on which you can build a team.
Asante, quick touch out wide. JC Ngando, player who was really impressed since coming over on loan from the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Dennis Sanchez saying he's got a really high IQ, reads the match so well. You add him to the likes of Valentin Noel, Solo Asante, of course we know. Might be not quite at the speed he had at the peak of his career, now in his early 30s, but what a touch player Solo Asante still is today.
If you can't watch the match, turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app. Space in the middle, Kevin Lambert, remember all those years with Phoenix Rising, now here on loan from Real Salt Lake after he made the move to the MLS side last summer. Hawkinson, across coming in, it needed clearing, and it was cleared away by Sean Smart.
There's an example of San Antonio putting pressure there. As that ball comes to Luke Hawkinson, he hasn't got much to work with. He just makes a little bit of a gap and whips that ball in. Have a look here. He's being marked, fairly tightly marked, but just a bit of a gap. It's a decent ball in with pace. And just ask questions of the defense.
This will be the number 10 on the far side. And Jorge Hernandez to send this away. Low ball into the near post, deflected but taken by Arozarena. How quickly does he want to distribute? Here's Alba. Ricky Alba trying to switch the point of attack. The deflection for Noel. It's around Hawkinson. Smart. Motoring forward, Smart for Gannon. Coleman Gannon. And cleared away. Lights trying to keep it alive. Hernandez and Garcia can settle things.
Good play from the Lights there, just keeping ball on the edge of that San Antonio box and then getting into the box, really putting San Antonio defenders under some level of pressure there. Asking how good are Las Vegas Lights? Well, a long way to go in this match, but the first 15 minutes or so, they're matching San Antonio.
Agudelo and Manley.
Marque fairly deep. He got the goal against Oakland Roots last game by pushing up a little bit higher. Dennis Sanchez just making adjustments there. I think Samarke is one of those players that is worth pushing into the danger areas because he's a really clever technical player. Can be a good finisher of opportunities, as we saw against Oakland Roots. Stuck one right in the top corner.
Cisniega, his first season with San Antonio, the last couple of years with Charlotte FC, before that with LAFC. His first year in the USL Championship. This is touched in behind. Mabongu. Loney from Toronto, now Manley. And a throw into San Antonio.
They've got two big strikers up front, haven't they, San Antonio? Mabongu and Agudelo, both good at holding up the ball.
Noel keeps it in play. Now Azcona. Trying to keep this on the surface. It nearly got through. Angel Tainer stepping in, and now a chance to look upfield. Hernandez, deflection. Just about able to keep this alive is Mabongu. Hernandez, he wants a hit from distance. Saved by Rosarena. A dipping effort. All he could do was parry it away. He kept it out of the net. As Manley goes down, a whistle, and the referee had to think about it, and now he's going to give a yellow card, it appears.
And that was a decent shot there coming in from Jorge Hernandez. Just asked questions of Rosarena. He couldn't hold on to it, but nobody was following up. Trying to play the ball out from the back there. Clementa, and loses possession. Jorge Hernandez sees it. Comes off the keeper, but nobody was following up from a San Antonio point of view to pick up on the loose ball. I don't know, is that really worthy of a yellow?
I'm not so sure. So Azcona has his name taken here early on. Seemed more of just a coming together than anything.
It did, and maybe that's Alba's asking the question. I think the referee, Greg Dopica, saying, let me make the decisions when it comes to refereeing. Thank you very much. But if that's the standard for a yellow card, that's fine, but then it has to be consistent, which is a warning to the other players. I was watching the match earlier tonight of Charleston Bantry away at Rhode Island. Connor McGlynn on a yellow, goes into a tackle, picks up a second yellow off the park. So being on a yellow is such a treacherous thing. It really does reduce your ability to get stuck into tackles. You have to really manage every tackle once you're on a yellow, and that's what Azcona's going to have to do.
Manley really hurting here as he's back on his feet.
Maybe it is worse than we think, because God, Manley's tough and strong, and you would normally think he'd bounce up. He does seem to be limping a bit here.
He's trying to walk this one off. Manley in his third season with San Antonio. He's been a consistent player for Alan Marcina. Last season, playing in 16 matches here for that 28. He's played in all 4 so far this season. He can stay on the field because there was a yellow card. And now the set piece. And Hernandez ready to deliver. Hernandez, driven ball in. There was nobody close to it. Is this a chance to counter as Kona running right into Hernandez and taking off the ball. Here comes San Antonio again. The cross headed away. Hernandez chips this one forward, flicked header, and blocked down by Garcia.
That was a clever ball from Hernandez, just over the top, and it was falling for one of the strikers there for San Antonio to maybe get something on target. Clever play around the fringes of the box, Jorge Hernandez.
Hanley, he is still hurting. Samake, he's gonna try to tough this one out. Something to monitor though. Tainer has it blocked. Now is able to find Bura in the middle. Hernandez on the turn. Fancy footwork from the San Antonio number 10. Silva's cross blocked down. And Ngando. Foul and another free kick going San Antonio's way.
Yeah, Las Vegas Lights struggling to sort of stay in this match here. It's become more and more dominant by San Antonio. A lot of it to do with Jorge Hernandez on the ball, looking very sharp and very, very dangerous. When they come out here, unable to pass the ball quickly, and they're getting caught in possession, instead of just moving the ball and finding someone up the pitch and getting bodies up. So Las Vegas Lights creating their own problems here at the moment.
Another set piece for Jorge Hernandez to stand over. For a free-flowing first few minutes. It's been a bit of a stop and start last few minutes. Hernandez all the way towards that back post, but taken by Rosarena.
And not the best of crosses, way too close to the keeper. Going to be putting it round about the center spot perhaps, but that one inside the 6-yard box, right near the post, in fact, easy for the goalkeeper to come and collect.
As Kona has intercepted. Hernandez again. Bura. Shot from distance here, and Rosarena is equal to it.
He's been a massive figure since he came into this team. 2 clean sheets, and already we've seen him make a couple of saves, and I think the players really feel confident that from distance it's going to be nearly impossible to beat Rosarena.
On the turn, Agudelo. I think Clementa let go just in time.
See there again, just giving the ball away cheaply, Las Vegas, having to work so hard to get it back.
Agudelo for Manley. He's bumped again. Now he's weaving through. And nearly connected with Hernandez. Asante gonna roll this into space. It's collected again by Tainter and all the way back to Cisniega.
Some pace from Sean Smart out wide on that right-hand side. And it's his pace that actually puts pressure on goalkeeper Cisniega, and they get turnover ball. Maybe having seen how quick he is, Sean Smart, it'd be an idea to play some more ball out wide to him. I don't think many players are going to catch him, the 20-year-old.
As Kona looking to roll this in behind. Noel. As Kona. Hernandez. Agudelo. Make does well to keep it for the Lights. I think they just need to settle things at the moment, but here they go again in Gondo.
It's better Las Vegas now. They're holding on to the ball a little bit longer, getting into a bit of a rhythm.
Noel finding the space brilliantly. And now it's into the path of Asante, who cuts it back, tried to put it in the path of Alba, and intercepted again. Mitchell Tainer alert to it.
How good was Noel there? That turn and that pass was absolutely top class. Solo Asante nearly threading in Alba. That would have been some move if it had worked out. That's the quality now that you've got in this Las Vegas side that, with all due respect, didn't really have the last couple of seasons. There were flashes of it, of course, but I think now these players can produce that sort of quality on a regular basis. If they do, they're going to finish top half of the table, you would think, at least. Talking of Las Vegas doing well, 3 of their players made the USL team of week 4. Sean Smart, and we've seen his pace already.
You see him fouled here.
Really good player. Samake, goal and assist. Valentin Noel, goal and assist. It's all about consistency at this level. You can't do it 1 week and then disappear for 3 weeks. You've got to keep doing it week after week.
And behind for Noel. He's been doing it week after week, and he got the last touch on that. It's out for a goal kick. Next home game for the Lights is Saturday, April 20th. Be sure to join us back here at Cashman Field, taking on Rhode Island FC. Visit lightsfc.com to purchase tickets today. Banging the drums, making their voices heard tonight here at Cashman Field. Always a lively atmosphere.
No more swimming pools and jacuzzis and whatever else, hot tubs.
Well, I think Alan Marcino was talking to us this week, and he said, well, I think he put it nicely, there's less distractions.
Distraction, that's one way of describing it, yes.
And the new ownership has come in for Las Vegas Lights with Jose Bautista, 15-year MLB player, 6-time All-Star, and he's put a professional stamp on this club. There's no doubt about it. The product on the field has also increased as from what we've seen in the past few years. You mentioned last year they only got 3 wins. They have 2 already this season. Definitely steps in the right direction. And Dennis Sanchez, he said when he took over this job, he obviously didn't have much time. He was named head coach end of January, early February, and he said it was basically right into preseason. But he said he was intrigued by it because he basically had a blank canvas. He could do what he wanted with this club, and we've seen some great signings, and you can see it already taking shape here in the early going.
And he's had some good clubs where he's had experience. Assistant coach at Charleston Battery, was with Austin FC 2, also Sac Republic Academy director. So all of that you pick up as you go along, you pick up from the coaches you work with, and he certainly, as you say, he's certainly made a really good impact very quickly here at Las Vegas.
He's brought in experience, like we see with Solomon Asante as he's fouled, and then on the other side of it, young pros like Valentin Noel, Coleman Gannon. There's players who have been at his previous stops. Columbus, Sacramento, Charleston, Austin. You see kind of some players all across the board from all of those different clubs on this team. That's straight out of play, nothing doing for Las Vegas. And Hawkinson just took a bit too much space. Alba heads it forward. And there is Cisniega. Rosarena. And out of play. The USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Agudelo holding play up. A throw and going the way of the Lights past the half-hour mark. Back and forth game so far. A few saves for Raiko Rosarena. So far, nothing to split these two. A good early season test for Las Vegas. Now Marcinez talked about that final ball, that final run. Here's a man who's created more chances than anybody this season in the USL. But now Mbongu coming forward and taking off the ball. Noel was fouled. Hawkinson, his first season with San Antonio after spending the last 4 years with Nashville. A 2020 loan to the Charlotte Independents. No experience in the USL Championship in his past.
Quality player in the midfield, and Kevin Lambert, another quality player. Jorge Hernandez, probably the best of the lot. Juan Agudelo, who when we spoke to Alan Marcinez said he does so much work for us up front. He said it goes unnoticed, but he's such a crucial player in being the first line of defense.
It looks like this is going to be an early sub and an unfortunate sub to have to make. Edison Azcona is coming off the field as he looks like he is in some pain, and that is Gennaro Nigro who will enter. A 23-year-old of Livingston, New Jersey, his first season here with the club after the last 2 years with Real Monarchs in MLS Next Pro.
Well, if somebody had to go off the pitch from Las Vegas Lights, you wanted to be the only guy with the yellow card. So Azcona in going off means that there are no yellow card players on the pitch. Therefore, nobody has to worry about picking up second yellows.
Well, Nigro is on. He's more of an outside back. It'll be interesting to see how Dennis Sanchez decides to shift things around. Probably just expect Samake to move up. Smart, and he's fouled. Samake trying to make that run in behind. It was blocked down. Here's Hawkinson. For the run of Alba. It's cut out by Burks before Cisniega could come to claim it. Throwing for the Lights.
As a centre back, that's what you have to do. If you're not sure the keeper's coming or you're not sure he's going to get there in time, just kick it out of touch. Might not be ideal, but you can't take the risk unless you're sure the keeper's going to get it. You just bang it out of touch and play on from there.
In field, it's cleared away. Out for a throw-in. Asante. Now Nigro.
They managed to score 2 goals in every game, San Antonio. 2-2 draw Loudoun, 2-2 at Tampa Bay, beat Colorado Springs 2-0 and beat Monterey Bay 2-1. So the fact that Las Vegas haven't allowed them to score yet is really good news. I guess the only problem is, though, most of San Antonio's goals have come very late in the match, 75th minute onwards. So there's lots more work yet for Las Vegas Lights to do.
Yeah, 5 of those 8 goals this season have come in the 75th minute or later. 3 of those were either game-tying or game-winning goals. They have a knack for the dramatic here in 2024. So stay tuned.
Yeah, that's what's impressive about them, is they power on towards the end of the match. When other teams are tired or settling for the draw, they never do. They just keep pushing and pushing and looking for the win.
That's a byproduct of kind of the way they play. They've had to be probably one of the fittest teams in the entire league, just the way they played in the past. That's a clean challenge by Kevin Lambert. Hawkinson's looking forward. Garcia heads it away. Clementa keeps it moving. Now Nigro. Just the one shot for Las Vegas so far. And they'll have a throw in here. Looking for more going forward of the Lights.
Interesting with Nigro. He started off playing in Italy, Potenza, then he went to Den Haag, which is in Netherlands. So he really does have some European experience behind him.
Still just 23 years old. Noel. Nigro. Smart.
He's quick. Wow.
It's around Bura. Smart coming in. The header gets this out of the way of Alba. Hernandez tries to keep it moving. Bangu. Noel taken off the ball, but fouled. Hernandez doesn't agree with that.
Let's have a closer look at the contact. Look, it looked like he won the ball. It's hard to say. Does he catch his feet first? Referee's right there. You've got to go with the referee's decision on that. Just by the way, coming back to Smart and how quick the number 20 is for Las Vegas Lights. If I'm playing alongside him, I'm thinking give him the ball more often and just run at the defense, because he's just breezing past defenders with the ball at his feet as well.
It's his first pro season after 2 years at Clemson, winning the national championship in the NCAA this past season. And fitting in very well here in the USL Championship.
He was at university, which makes him smart. Sorry, that's bad.
I think we're done here tonight.
Something that my English brain is still trying to get around is going to university before becoming a professional. Bad tackle as well. Yeah, yellow card.
Yellow card for Hawkinson, straight to the pocket. And leaves Samake down.
The moment you endanger another player with a lunge, when that lunge, the boots up high, the ball had already gone, long gone, and you can see Valentin Noel immediately appealing to the referee that that was a bad tackle, and it was, and quite rightly gets a yellow. Samake, as you mentioned, being pushed more forward now that Gennaro Nigro's come onto the pitch, and I think that's a better position for him. Clever player on the attack is Samake.
A goal and an assist. The man from the Ivory Coast. Mabangu. Bura. Alba couldn't get there in time. The pass out wide. Silva brings it infield and nothing doing. Noel. And Nigro. Samake shoulder to shoulder with Manley. And it looks like a corner kick given the way of Las Vegas.
Nice little interplay on that left-hand side there. Noel knocks it to Nigro, he knocks it over the top for Samake to chase, and they get themselves a corner. Those are the combinations you're looking for as a coach. How do these players play on the left, on the right, through the middle? Nice little ball over the top here. Carter Manny's got a problem. He's got to try and deal with it somehow, and in the end he's forced to give away a corner.
Noel puts it in the middle, and a foul will go against Las Vegas.
Tall goalkeeper Pablo Cisniega looks all of 6'3", 6'4". Dominant figure, as is Arozarena on the other side. Two huge keepers. I'm sure they radiate a lot of confidence for the defenders in front of them.
Cisniega 6'5".
5, even bigger. Wow, huge. Arozarena must be up there as well, 6'4", 6'5".
Here's Manley. So what you're saying is go low on them, right?
Yeah, well, it would help.
Lambert. Gonna turn the corners. Agudelo broken up. And here's the center back. Clemente says, nobody's gonna stop me. Here I come. Play it ahead, Ricky Alba. Alba commits the foul against Burks.
It's a good job here from San Antonio. Away from home, they just keep it nice and tight. Don't give the home crowd much to get excited about, because they know full well that come last 20 minutes, I mean, if you can do it away at Tampa Bay Rowdies, score a couple of goals last 20 minutes, and you can do it almost anywhere. And they know they have the power and physical presence to score late goals. They just want to make sure they're in a position where when they score them, they can win the game, and at 0-0, perfectly placed if they should keep it this way.
Agro, long throw. Hawkinson. Lambert moves it out wide. Mitchell Tainer. Knotted centrally. Hernandez keeps it moving. The cross coming into the middle. Agudelo dribbles it wide. Not a bad ball forward, and it nearly opened up there for San Antonio.
Juan Agudelo just inches away from a fantastic finish, but what a great ball between the goalkeeper and the back four. And it asked the question, and Agudelo nearly answers it. Lovely ball in there from Lucas Silva. Fantastic. And that would have been a well-deserved goal with the quality of that ball crossed into the box.
It's been well over 30 minutes since Vegas has last attempted a shot. One shot in this game. They've struggled to break through San Antonio. It's been San Antonio that have had more of the opportunities in this game. Here's Samake, great first touch, and down the line for Noel. Lambert coming over to sweep it out for another corner.
Fabian Garcia, in true San Antonio style, will get up there and try and get on the end of it. He remembers exactly how good he was when he was with San Antonio. Now let's see if he can do it for Las Vegas Lights.
I see Valentin Noel's gone with the very small shin guards, if anything, really, in those socks.
You're risking all sorts of damage to your shins if you do that.
Noel, the in-swinger, flicked away and chased down by Lucas Silva. A throw-in. Final few seconds of this first half, plus whatever stoppage time is added on. A couple injuries might give us a few minutes.
It's a sort of situation, do you think both managers will be reasonably happy? Dennis Sanchez will say, look, we're playing San Antonio, what a great side they are. We're matching them, you know, touch for touch virtually, so he'll be pleased. Alan Marcino will think, well, we're away from home against much improved Las Vegas Lights. We know we're going to get strong towards the end of the game, so he'll be happy. So probably you find two locker rooms who won't have many issues with the scoreline as it is.
Bongu, quick strike and blocked down. We are into 3 minutes of stoppage time. Big block there by Garcia. Seemed a little extra fired up to get the block there.
Yeah, a few words were said after that. Not quite sure whether there's a little bit of something between the two players, but good defending nonetheless. Just gets in there, just blocks it, and then there you go, just shouting at him, Bongu.
Hawkinson, the long throw. Agadello contesting for it. Lambert, and this is right at Rosarena.
I wonder why Samaka didn't just control that. He saw Carter Manley was way off balance and wasn't anywhere near him. Loses possession, and then straight away it's down the other end of the pitch.
A throw in deep in the attacking third now for San Antonio.
Carter Manley seems to recover from that knock on his ankle. He's moving a lot more easily now. Just hope for him that 15-minute break at halftime, the ankle doesn't start to swell up or seize up in any way. Seems to have fully recovered.
Burks through the middle. Manley couldn't get on the end of it. Throw in for Nigro. Hawkinson fouled in the final minute now of this first half. We said coming in, this was a measuring stick game for Las Vegas. They're hanging in there, but they haven't really gotten anything going forward in this game.
Very true. All the chances seem to have come mostly from San Antonio. Just that one Garcia header, forcing Cisniega into quite straightforward save. Yes, the platform set for the second half. That's when the fireworks, on a football sense, as opposed to the old days at Cashman Field when the fireworks would happen all around them. Now the fireworks hopefully will happen in terms of goals scored in the second half.
Nigro.
Good ball.
Samake, can he get there? He can, he keeps it in play. Shut down by Manley, cleared away. Was out for a goal kick anyway, but that is the end of the first half as the whistle sounds. Nothing to split these two sides. This game very much in the balance.
Yeah, exciting game in terms of possibility. Yes, we lack a few goals, but it's been good, solid defensive play from both sides. Good battles in midfield. Occasional moments around the box, mostly for San Antonio, but hopefully lots more excitement to come in that second half.
We have reached halftime tonight. It is presented by SNWA. Change your watering clock now to avoid costly water waste fines. No score at the break. It's been a good one between Las Vegas and San Antonio. Stay with us. Halftime here on ESPN+.
As a Great Clips salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's great clips.
Hello, my name is Ramon Martin del Campo, City of Henderson police officer and former Las Vegas Lights team captain. My mother, Susie, desperately waited for a second chance after years of fighting kidney disease. Through a paired kidney exchange program, she was able to receive the gift of life through transplant. Currently, about 85% of Americans waiting need a kidney transplant. I am a living kidney donor. Nevadans are giving. Join us at wearenevadans.org.
At comprehensive cancer centers, the most advanced treatments and breakthrough research are helping our patients thrive. But some of our most powerful treatments are preventative. This begins together in our community through awareness, outreach, education, and support. From healthier living and self-checks to screening for early detection, we can now find and treat some cancers before they strike. We're doing this together, Southern Nevada, and teamwork saves lives.
Tonight's match is presented by SNWA, by La Bonita, Silver State Schools Credit Union, and by Comprehensive Cancer Centers. Halftime here, it is presented by SNWA. Change your watering clock now to avoid costly water waste fines. No score here at the break. Jorge Hernandez has been impressing so far, and he is one of the candidates for Player of the Month in the USL Championship.
Ball across, toward Harris! Close range! In toward Harris. Harris! Harris! This man's on fire! 4 goals in 3 games! Unreal!
Bending, headed, back post, and DCFC strikes for the lead. Rodriguez.
Under a lot of pressure, he turns it over in a bad spot. Maxi Rodriguez on hand, buries it.
Clever ball into Maxi Rodriguez, and Maxi Rodriguez able to drive to that end line.
Goes far, this ball threw it in. There's the go-ahead goal, striking late once again in the 85th. Flip it.
Header smashed out, shot, goal! Nick Markkanen picking up where he left off at Patriots Point.
Markkanen get up well, a fantastic finish.
Fans of all ages in attendance tonight here at Cashman Field, but we're all waiting for a goal. No score at the break. Halftime presented by SNWA. The second half is coming up.
Two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why.
Yeah, trick. I said what I said. I don't care. I paint the town red.
If you can survive this, it's going to make the whole story that much better.
The bright horses are broken free from the fields.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
You can see it in my eyes. Only want the best. And everybody every night won't settle for less. Got me looking to the sky. Got me feeling blessed. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest. Burning up inside of my chest. Got this fire
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Stares down, shakes. Malloy! Oh, what a debut goal! Charleston rolling it home. Serrano scores! There's the dagger! Louisville all 3 points!
Desert Radiology is the area's chief resource for the highest quality medical imaging and diagnostic care. We're proud to offer 11 conveniently located imaging centers across the valley. As a member of the community for over 50 years, Desert Radiology is proud to be the official imaging partner of the Las Vegas Lights. To learn more, visit desertrad.com. That's desertrad.com. Let's go Lights!
Halftime is presented by SNWA. Change your watering clock now to avoid costly water waste fines. No score at the break here in Vegas and Cashman Field. As we look at news and notes from around the USL Championship, the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup will see USL Championship teams enter. Of course, the March Player of the Month nominees available. And how about Maxi Rodriguez? He's had a nice start to this season.
Absolutely, he has. So is his team. Detroit City sitting top, joint top in the East. Wonder if they can keep it going, but well done to Maxi and the entire Detroit team.
Well, he helped Detroit to a 1-0 win today over North Carolina FC. That started the day, along with a game you called Hartford and Miami. A lot of goals early. We'll save the goals, hopefully, for some late night. There weren't in the middle.
Yeah, there was goals there. There was a penalty saved by the Miami keeper, Gagliardi. There was chances for Hartford to have maybe won it by more. Own goal in the end made it look good for Miami, but to be fair, Hartford by far the better side.
And then this late night slate of games, Sac Republic going on the road. How about the Switchbacks? It's been a tough start to the season.
It certainly has. They lost a lot of good players, mostly to Hartford, and they just haven't recovered. Look at New Mexico United as well. And El Paso, another game in which they haven't picked up any points. They're in big trouble along with Colorado.
New Mexico scoring an equalizer in the 89th minute, a winner in the 91st to get the win against El Paso. How about some Open Cup? Championship versus League One. Some good games coming up.
Yeah, it's always a tricky one, especially if the USL teams decide to play some of the fringe players. Miami have a tough match against South Georgia Tormenta, and Lou City. Well, you can never ignore a team as good as Greenville Triumph.
There are more coming, and this Las Vegas team will be playing a tricky Spokane side.
Yeah.
They're tough defensively.
Yeah, we did that match. Very exciting team, Spokane Velocity. Northern Colorado Hailstorm, always a handful in Open Cup, so good luck FC Tulsa.
It'll be an interesting one on the way, but what is to come for Las Vegas? We mentioned they do have that Open Cup match, but aside from that, they'll be hitting the road in 2 of the next 4.
Yeah, never easy at Monterey Bay, Rhode Island. They've got some good players, and they've got to draw against Charleston Battery, and then they're at Charleston Battery, and we just saw that New Mexico United near the top in the West, so none of these are going to be easy.
Tonight's schedule presented by Advanced Imaging Solutions. One company, many solutions. We will have the second half plus highlights and stats coming up next from Las Vegas.
All right, team. I'm not angry. I want to know who broke this. I want to make sure this doesn't happen again in the future. We found this tangled up in the transfer rollers. Who did this?
AIS is a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Lights Football Club.
As a Great Clips salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
Let's redo the basement.
Hello, home movie theater.
Spare bedroom.
Why not both? Use the US Bank mobile app to apply for a home improvement loan. It's easy.
Wonderful, Alex.
Hey, that's what US Bank is for. Anything else?
How about a loan for a bigger car? Our family is growing.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother's moving in with his 5 dogs.
Oh.
Heyo!
And we're expecting.
Expecting what?
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. US Bank. We'll get there together.
Getting set for the second half here from Las Vegas. No score at Cashman Field between the Lights and San Antonio FC. Let's take a look at tonight's highlights. Replay clips are presented by Great Clips. In the 17th minute, most of the pressure coming for San Antonio offensively tonight.
Yeah, they had a few little half chances. Jorge Hernandez in particular on the ball here, and you can just see Rosarina gets his body behind us to make sure he doesn't sneak through. And more pressure coming from the visitors, edge of the box, always looking for opportunities. That one, again, goalkeeper saving fairly comfortably. And then there's this yellow card that pops up. Hawkinson just diving in there late, leg up, studs up. Going to get him into trouble every single time. There's the yellow card. He has to be very careful of that. And then there was one really good chance here, a Lucas Silva cross. Have a look here, Jorge Hernandez again, the creator, Silva with the cross, and at the far post, Juan Agudelo just literally inches away from getting that into the back of the net.
That's one of the closer chances tonight for San Antonio. Remember, Edison Azcona also coming off the field in that first half due to injury. As we look at our stats, they are brought to you by US Bank. Just the one shot in that first half for Las Vegas.
Yeah, there was a header from Fabian Garcia earlier on target, 2 for San Antonio, who had slightly the better of it, but the problem for Las Vegas is, so as you mentioned, San Antonio scored most of their goals late in the second half. They get stronger, more powerful, more aggressive. Can Vegas stand up to them in the next 45 minutes?
And we welcome you back here to Las Vegas, Nevada, with the former Manchester United goalkeeper Gary Bailey. I'm Josh Eastern. No score at the break. And an important second half for both of these sides. We've seen a lot of late goals by this San Antonio FC side, but as for Las Vegas, they haven't conceded in over 2 weeks. So we'll see if they can hold San Antonio off the score sheet once again. A couple of clean sheets in a row now for Las Vegas against El Paso and Oakland.
And a half a clean sheet here.
2.5
in total. Mind you, the XG, the expected goals, is very low, 0.03 for Las Vegas, which means next to nothing, and 0.1 for San Antonio. You put the combined XG at 0.13. In other words, basically, it's been all defense, it's been lots of hard work stopping the opposition, but not a hell of a lot in front of goals. That surely has to improve second half.
Getting ready for the second half kick. It is presented by Comprehensive Cancer Centers. Kick cancer in Las Vegas for more than 40 years. Just waiting on our referee, Greg Dopka, and we'll get this second half underway. There's the whistle, and we are underway from Cashman Field. 45 more minutes, closing out the night in the USL Championship, and already Sean Smart is fouled and asking for a yellow card.
I think Sean Smart's going to get a lot of fouls in his career as a professional footballer because he is lightning quick with that ball at his feet. And there's a lot of players who think they'll be able to tackle him, and unfortunately they're going to be late to the ball because of his quick feet.
Here's Hernandez, leading the league in chances created, and Asante commits the foul.
Something Alan Marcina said to us when we chatted to him the other day. He said, I want to see my team improve on the start to the second half.
Yep.
And so we wait to see if they do start. He just had this feeling that they came out a little bit too relaxed. He wants them to be on the attack from the get-go. Let's see if they heed his words of advice.
It was really interesting hearing what he had to say in terms of kind of how they've shifted their messaging this season and maybe last year as well, coming off that championship. He said they're not really mentality monsters anymore, which is that term that he used for this team. They're more champion-minded. You have that championship now under your belt. You've had that experience, and now they're trying to evolve after that. We talked about how they've changed their style a bit this season as well. And interesting to see how it all takes shape. 4 matches in, though. Results pretty good. 2 wins and 2 draws.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to change and be ahead of the curve, but sometimes you just got to do what you do well and just do it better than the opposition. So either one can work. Let's, over the course of the season, we'll get a better idea.
Chance coming into the box here. The cross nearly fell for Asante. Now it's Smart. The cross back in. It's a commanding header, but over the bar. Just the timing not quite there. Samake crashing in.
That's much better from Las Vegas. We've seen not much of this in the first half, and all of a sudden, second half, as we hoped, both sides possibly will be more attack-minded, and Gundo getting the ball across. Smart here. He had Asante on his right-hand side, decides to go for the cross instead. That gives the crowd something to get excited about.
Now something coming forward again. An early cross in, cleared away by Tainter. Burks comes over. It was a good start to the first half by Las Vegas. And San Antonio was really able to get comfortable as the half progressed. Gannon goes down. Asante keeps it alive. Noel now for Smart. Noel back for Asante. And off the mark. Agro stepping forward, and Samake. His cross headed away.
It's a really positive start to the second half by the home side. There we were talking about Ana Marcina wanting San Antonio to be the aggressors. Las Vegas has come out firing here. Balls whipping into the box. They really have shown more in this last couple of minutes, and I think the entire first 45 minutes.
Clementa for Noel. Asante. Oh, big collision here. You can hear it right in front of our camera there on the field.
Solomon Asante just given away two balls that are not quality balls from a player who's been one of the best in the USL. That one there is just asking for trouble. But he's missed the ball completely there, Lucas Silva. That's got to be a yellow card, surely.
And it is a yellow card. Lucas Silva, 27-year-old from Brazil, into the book. And no question that that was a yellow card.
Again, it's the pace of Smart's feet that make him such a dangerous player. We were just saying earlier, a lot of players are going to mistime the tackle on him because of those quick feet.
Chase for for this loose ball. Noel goes to ground and won it cleanly. Down the line, Samake. You can't turn the corner.
Just cross it. Why are you having to beat the player, Samake? It opens up. You got ahead of Carterman, who, by the way, is struggling there, not moving very easily, but you've got a half a yard. Whip the ball into the danger area. You don't have to continue to beat the defender.
Clementa, Mbongu, and Gondo back for Noel. He couldn't connect. Lambert. Turn, Agadello, physical with Clementa. Very experienced pros. Cross lifted in, was headed away by Smart. Silva. Bura keeps it in play. And now Mitchell Tainter. Again, Agadello, but he was offside. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Atkinson, Hernandez, and broken up by Ngondo. Now Lambert. Hit from distance, pretty straightforward for a Rosarena.
It's interesting to think that San Antonio coming into this weekend led the West in goals with 8, and they had the highest conversion rate at 24%. Haven't seen much of that in the match so far, to be honest. But again, maybe that's credit to Las Vegas Lights. Maybe they've caused San Antonio so many problems they haven't been able to get on the front foot. But again, a word of caution to Las Vegas Lights. The San Antonio team comes strong after the 75th minute, so there's still trouble to come potentially.
Advantage being played. Ngondo stepped in. The advantage had expired. And Mbongu slow to get back to his feet. Quick chat between the referee and a Vegas defender. Garcia has picked up a yellow card for his troubles. San Antonio side, one of 7 teams to go undefeated in the month of March. That's the 4th time in club history. The opening month, they've gone unbeaten. As you see the foul again here. I think Garcia just slipped and it looked worse than it may have been.
Nonetheless, he has to manage the situation very carefully, as does Harkinson and Lucas Silva.
And it looks like another yellow card will be issued, this time to Kevin Lambert. We talked about the referee being consistent, and it seems like he is.
He is, yeah, credit to him. I think both managers will be looking at this going, all right, do any of my players on yellow need to be subbed out? Let's have a look at the situation again. Lambert hovering, comes in there. Again, there's not much to it, but if you leave a leg dangling, Kevin Lambert, then you're going to get called up. So there are subs. And just looking at the bench for San Antonio, a lot of players are not well adversed with, or well versed with rather. Chol, Omar, Bonnie, Mulatu, Lacey. Be interesting to see them come on and see what impact they can have on this match for San Antonio.
Always talk about the depth with this team as this is a low drive. Oh, it sneaks through. Well, you can't score if you don't shoot, and Sean Smart's looking like the smartest one on the field. 1-0 Las Vegas.
Well, that's all down to the goalkeeper, really, Cisniega. I mean, it's a decent shot from Smart, no question about it, but generally that would be bread and butter for Pablo Cisniega, and you can see the way he responded after it went in. Distraught was the keeper. He's done generally well in goals for San Antonio, but have a look here. Goes down, he's got it comfortably covered. And for some reason, it just sneaks under his hands, and it does happen to goalkeepers occasionally. It's a nightmare when it does. And it's a really poor bit of goalkeeping, but again, credit Sean Smart for taking the opportunity and hitting the back of the net.
And the 20-year-old has his first pro goal. What a moment there for Sean Smart. We've been singing his praises all night, and finally, Las Vegas able to break through, and now it's San Antonio against the run of play. They'll have to play from behind.
Well, that goal at least opens up the match now. I think it can start to get really exciting because, as you say, San Antonio's got to come out. They've got to attack more, and we know they're good at doing that, but they could leave gaps on the other end. It could be a chance for Las Vegas to get a second on the counter-attack if San Antonio throw too much forward.
And Lights goals are sponsored by the America First Credit Union. And that is out for a goal kick.
I thought Lucas Silva could have done better there. That was a lovely ball through. And he could have brought that down inside the box and didn't.
And there was a sub. It is Machop Chol coming on for Hugo Mbangu. 25-year-old who spent the last 3 years with Atlanta United out of Wake Forest will enter. eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Machop Chol making his debut here with San Antonio. A hit from distance as it's sent into the stands by Valentin Noel. A big player to sign from Atlanta United. Also spent time with Atlanta United too, and made 20 appearances with the MLS club last year.
Oh, certainly San Antonio know how to come back from being down. They were 2-0 down away at Tampa Bay Rowdies, which is a very difficult place to come back from, and they got a 2-2 draw out of that. Bura and Mandy scoring in the last sort of 10 minutes or so of the match. So long way to go yet for Las Vegas Lights. Don't get overconfident.
And we've talked about the late goals that this team scores. Ahead for Hernandez. He's lost his footing a bit and that ended the threat. Ngando finding space. Can he get away from Lambert? He can. And he keeps it moving for Samake. Alba is alone in the middle. Samake steps on it. Looks to play it centrally for Gannon, who lost his footing. Now it's starting to open up, as you expected.
White shirts getting behind the ball. In fact, if anything, it's the black shirts who are struggling to get up, and the white shirts are back very quickly.
Tainter, turn it back.
Tainter, by the way, has passed the 100-game mark for the club, only the 4th player in club history to do that. It's quite an achievement.
2022 Defensive Player of the Year and Best 11 in the season which San Antonio won the title.
Got the assist for the winner, the Kevin Lambert winner against Monterey Bay in the last match. Tainter with a good header from a set piece, headed back into the danger area.
Speaking of Monterey Bay, they have taken the lead in Oakland, 1-0. Chase Boone in the 87th minute. Two teams desperate for wins.
Wow, trouble for Oakland Roots. That'll be their third loss in a row. The last two at home. Alarm bells will be sounding.
Way into the corner, Chol.
Talked about subs. Oh, risky back pass. Talked about subs for San Antonio. Just wondering what Las Vegas have on the bench. They've got a couple of youngsters, and Alex Romero and Algu, 19 and 18 respectively. Corey Bennett, he's 26. Malik Howell, Hayden Sargis. Of course, Charlie Adams, nice to see him back to fitness, the former San Diego Loyal man.
And we will get a sub here. It is Cameron Lacey coming on. It'll be for Burra. This is, I think, an attack-minded sub from Alan Marcina. Having to go after this game now, after, you have to call it the error from the goalkeeper.
Oh, absolutely, it's an error from there, and he immediately held his head in his hands, and all the defenders knew straight away that it was on the goalkeeper. Commentator's curse, I was saying earlier what a good keeper he is and how big he is and how dominant and how he made his defenders feel confident. Well, they don't get any confidence from making mistakes like that, so he's going to have to make up for it by making a few good saves.
Lacey enters, the 23-year-old from Miami. Spent last year with Minnesota United too, scoring 10 goals in 20 appearances with a couple of assists as well. And good young attacking talent. Less than a half hour to play. Can San Antonio figure this out? Gannon.
One thing Las Vegas will be very well aware of, you don't sit back and let San Antonio come at you. You don't try and hold on to the lead, because you know they will bomb balls in the box and they're physically they'll have a go. So you've got to attack them, which is exactly what Las Vegas are doing.
Valentin Noel. Ball was bobbling, he just couldn't get a shot away. Broken up. Asante. Down the line, smart on the overlap. Nodded away by Manley. Chested forward, and Gondo lays it off. Noel saved! That is a strong stop, and what we have come to expect from Cisniega. They go quickly, Las Vegas. Gannon for Asante. Maybe they can smell blood in the water here, Las Vegas. Gannon. Good spell of possession for the home side.
This would be a statement win if they got it. We spoke early on about how this is a massive test facing San Antonio. A win here, they go above San Antonio, 2 points off the top.
Ngondo sliding this through, great disguise ball, and Samake couldn't bring it in. Wow, what a pass.
All Samake's got to do is turn and hit it. You don't have to control that ball. The pass was so good, it had the right way. Just let it go past your body, turn and whip the ball in the back of the net. What a chance for Samake to have made it 2-0.
Was that a no-look pass? It almost looked like it.
Samake was a no-touch receive, unfortunately.
That's put out of play, but it was deflected out.
Samake, of all players, is such a good technical player, such a clever player. Just hope he doesn't live to regret that. If San Antonio do equalize, even go on to win, he'll look back at that chance. Wish he could get it back again. Frustrating time for Juan Agadella up front there. He's He's bumping and pushing and shoving and trying to get something going, but that pass was just right at his teammate. Was too hard, it was too difficult for Luke Harkinson to deal with. He's just not getting any flow going up front, Juan Agudelo.
We passed midnight on the East Coast. The lone game going in the USL, and this was that last run of play. A great chance and a big save here.
It certainly is. This was the earlier one. Yeah, it's a decent save. He does drop it into the danger area, but we'll let him off on that one. His defenders were back quick to get rid of the danger.
Ngando locked down. Played up over the top. Lacey couldn't get there. Raiko Rosarena, quick pass for Garcia. We welcome those of you that may have been watching Oakland against Monterey Bay. That late goal from Chase Boone, the difference. Big win for Frank Yallop's side. Making down the roots in Oakland. Played ahead, it's Chol, looks to cut it back. Split the double team. 2 appeals for penalty, both waved away. Mitchell Tainer curling this into a good area. It was just out in front of Lacey. Look forward. Heavy challenge put in by Smart, but it was a good one. Substitution here. Lucas Silva will exit. Shannon Gomez is coming on. Silva sitting on that yellow card, maybe just wanting to protect the player, and Gomez, who started last week, is now back in for the final quarter of this game.
Yeah, it's important, especially for San Antonio, to get lots of fresh legs on this pitch as they try and attack and find weaknesses in this Las Vegas defense. Something nobody's done now for 2 3/4 games.
Agudelo. Mitchell Tainer over the top, headed forward, and Rosarena will take his time to pick this up.
They need to get their foot on the ball, Las Vegas. Just the last couple of minutes, it's been a lot of San Antonio with possession on the fringes, looking to get crosses in the box. Can't allow that to happen for another 20 minutes. So important for Las Vegas to get the ball, knock it around, and see if they can't get up on the other end of the pitch.
Ngando, now Clementa. Played ahead for Noel. Noel, quick shot. Deflection took all the heat out of it. That leaves a player down. That is Kendall Burks. Another first-year player here with the club. Coming over from the Chicago Fire, where he was drafted in 2022.
Took a bit of a knock there as he blocked that shot. Just trying to recover.
I think I might know what happened here, Gary. Oh, yeah.
He got hit in a very painful part of the body, which does take a few minutes to recover from.
Half the population knows what that is about.
20 more minutes to go there for Alan Marcina. He's firing them up. Doesn't want to be facing his first loss this season.
Mark couldn't get there, and a corner kick given here for San Antonio with 20 minutes left. This is the man they got to turn to. So they can find a comeback.
There's a few moths in the cupboard of Jorge Hernandez's sock drawer.
I noticed the same thing there. Is that a fashion statement? I don't know. The outswinging ball, it's met at the back post, and it is wide. Carter Manley just flying in after Kevin Lambert was up to meet it, and right now Manley in some pain, and that might stem from the first half that Naki picked up. Here it is again.
We see this is the danger of crosses coming in for San Antonio. Those big bodies get in there. They are so lucky not to have conceded Las Vegas Lights. Inches away, Kevin Lambert's header, and then Carter Manley at the far post thought he had scored. And you're going to have to stop that Las Vegas Lights if you want to walk away with all 3 points here tonight. That was about there from Rosarena, just kicking the ball straight out of touch, into touch rather. Losing possession.
One thing to note as we get in these final 20 minutes, no more subs available for San Antonio. They've used all 3 of their windows with just single subs. So that's all that Alan Marcina can do to impact this game tonight, unless there's a concussion sub that must be used. Player down, and a substitution coming here for Las Vegas. And it will see Charlie Adams come onto the field to make his Las Vegas Lights debut. And this is a long time coming for Charlie Adams. He'll come on to replace Solomon Asante. He was supposed to start the first game of the season against Memphis, but he picked up a knock in the warm-up and has kept him out now for just about a month. So he makes his Vegas debut. He was the first player signed this season after the ownership change. Obviously a big player over the last 4 seasons with San Diego, playing in 29 matches in all competitions last year, 27 in the league, 6 assists. He's an important player in that midfield though for the Lights.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a very, very valuable player. I love Solo Santa. I think he's been one of the brightest lights in the USL over the last 6 or so years, but definitely not quite the player he was. Doesn't have the pace, doesn't have the ability to cause as much damage, whereas Charlie Adams comes on. I think he can really get a grip of that midfield, and they need to, because San Antonio were beginning to dominate and put pressure on. And if Las Vegas are going to come away with 3 points, they can't let San Antonio attack them for the next 15 minutes or whatever. They've got to be on the front foot as well. They've got to pin San Antonio back whenever they can.
I don't know if you want to call it underrated, but a midfield of JC Ngando, Charlie Adams, and Valentin Noel. I'll put that 3 up against almost anybody in the league.
I think it's a very fair comment, it really is.
Cisniega gets rid of it. High into the air, Hawkinson couldn't meet it. Alba was coming back from an offside position.
Pity, because they had an overload on that left-hand side. 2 players against 1. Noel on the ball. Great position to be in, Las Vegas. Now they're going to try and win it back and keep the ball in the half of the visitors, San Antonio.
Next home game for Las Vegas, Saturday, April 20th. Be sure to join us back here at Cashman Field against Rhode Island. Visit lightsfc.com to purchase tickets today. Sliding challenge put in, quick throw in from Chol, broken up again, they'll do it again.
Emre Clemente doing really well down that left centre-back position. Got to say that number 33, Gennaro Negro, since he came on, I've been very impressed with him. He's had some good touches. Looks like they've found themselves a very useful player.
Hawkinson is headed away. Now maybe a chance to run. And a yellow card will be given to Agudelo, breaking up what maybe was a promising attack.
It's well won, isn't it, that by JC Ngando. He knew what was coming up behind him. He waited for the contact, goes down, wins the free kick, just slows the match down. That's clever play for the 24-year-old Frenchman.
Rosarena. Control by Manley. Lacey. Chol trying to keep possession. He does. Hernandez nearly able to connect on that far side, but nothing doing. Gannon cleaned out, and Ngando racing his way through the middle, putting this in the path of Alba. It's wide, and Cisniega got a fingertip to it. I believe there will be a yellow card issued here after the advantage played out.
Yeah, that was a swipe by Mitchell Tainter. But what a good save from Cisniega. Yes, he messed up on the goal, but that was a brilliant save. Just enough of a fingertip to see it past that far post.
Another corner kick here for Las Vegas. What can they make of it? Corner kick number 3 in this game for the Lights. Lifting it in, it's off the fingertips of Cisniega, and Clementa missed it wide. They were nearly gifted a second goal and couldn't put it away.
Oh, what a good chance. I can't believe he missed it from there. Maybe he was pushed as he was playing the ball, but literally got dropped right at his feet by the goalkeeper, Cisniega, who nearly got punished for the second time this match.
Lacey to the end line, it's cut across, Hawkinson, it's wide. What's the decision? Goal kick.
Good run from Lacey, by the way. Good ball back. Just created a real amount of danger there. But have a look at the goalkeeper. He drops it, and he's got his left leg swinging already, Clementa, and somehow his body had already half turned as Agudelo stepped away. Goalkeeper very, very lucky to get away with that.
Remember, we've entered those final 15 minutes in which San Antonio have scored 5 of their 8 goals this season, 3 of them being game-tying or game-winning goals. They have some magic left in the hat here tonight. A lot of credit to this Vegas defense. They have been stout.
The entire team has been good. Attack, midfield, defense, goalkeeper. Just wonder whether Dennis Sanchez is putting together a team that could go on to be a major player in the USL.
And remember, this is a team in their 7th season of existence. They've never qualified for the playoffs. I'm trying to make some history this year.
They could do more than qualify this side. As you said, that midfield is as good as it gets.
There's no whistle, and play on! Big save of Rosarena! Lambert goes down, and it's out for a goal kick. What a chance there for San Antonio. It looked like some players on Las Vegas stopped.
Exactly what they did. They thought there was going to be a whistle or something was going to happen. Yeah, they thought that was a foul, and they all stopped. The ball comes to Agudelo, and what a good save again, a Rosarena. Got to be fair that he's been keeping the ball out of Rosarena. On the other end, Cisniega has allowed the bad error, allowed one to go past him into the back of the net. And that's the difference so far in this match.
Final 10 minutes. San Antonio looking to avoid loss number 1. Las Vegas is looking for win number 3 in a row after starting the season with 2 losses. Gomez into the corner. This one cut back, it was deflected. Agudelo, I think, was trying to take it, and it looked like Lacey got in the way.
What a difference the season makes. Last season, just 3 wins. This could be the 3rd win already, and we're in the first week of April only. As you say, new ownership has come in and really made it professional. Dennis Sanchez there has done what seems to be a fantastic job already. It's an exciting team. It's a well-balanced team. Now, the question is, if they can stop San Antonio, who are renowned for scoring late and have all the power and the big players to do it, then that really will be a massive statement. There'll be a lot of teams that would have had Las Vegas lights on their fixture list and gone, yeah, guaranteed 3 points, has been for the last few years. You might have to rethink this after this match.
Staff that they built as well. Dennis Sanchez, of course, the manager. How about Gerson Echeverry, who is a former coach of RGV, an assistant as well under Wilmer Cabrera. Ivan Murkovic as well, who made 115 appearances in the USL Championship. Sacramento, Orange County, St. Louis, Tulsa. Armando Quezada as well, playing professionally for a few years.
There's a long way to go in this season. Next matches for Las Vegas, Monterey Bay away. Never easy, and they won away at Oakland today, so they'll be flying high. Spokane Velocity, we saw them play in the Open Cup. Not an easy side, at least it's at home. Rhode Island, Albert Dequa up front.
Here's Samake, just lofting this in, and a foul against Alba.
Just to finish that thought, Rhode Island home, and then Charleston Battery away, top of the East last year. So there's going to be games coming thick and fast for Dennis Sanchez and his players, and each one's going to be a test to see just how good this outfit is. But so far, very, very impressed.
This win tonight would put them 2 points off the top, which is currently Orange County. They have that on goal difference over Sacramento, both on 11 points. Nigro putting the challenge in. Noel. Switch of play right on the money for Coleman Gannon. Gannon cuts this in and didn't have enough to beat Mitchell Tainer. Alba was calling for it. He just couldn't get it to him. San Antonio's gonna have to dig deep. Can they find something out of this game tonight? Stoppage in play. Looks like an issue here with the goalkeeper, Michael Rosarena.
Talking of goalkeepers, you just wonder whether Adam Marcina's wishing that Jordan Farr was still in goals, because last couple of seasons Jordan Farr has kept the team in the game so often, very, very rarely made any mistakes, and Cisniega's made one and he got punished for, dropped the ball and nearly gifted a second goal. Yes, he's made 1 or 2 good saves in between, but something about Jordan Farr, he just gave so little away and it was so hard to beat. And if this result remains, it's going to go down to Cisniega error. On the other hand, Rosarena, who hopefully is going to recover from whatever strain he's got, has made a couple of really good saves to keep this Las Vegas lead.
Jordan Farr now the #1 with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Rosarena back to his feet. So 3 more subs available for Dennis Sanchez in Las Vegas in 1 window. No more alterations available for San Antonio tonight. Tanner the throw, Chol heads it along for Lacey. Hawkinson at the last touch. It's a corner kick. And we've been talking about how dangerous San Antonio can be on these set pieces.
Reading my mind there, I'm just thinking, here comes trouble. This is what they thrive on, San Antonio's set piece. Jorge Hernandez with his moth-bitten socks about to go and put the ball right in the danger area.
Hernandez punched away by Rosarena, good goalkeeping. Hawkinson looking to deliver again with everybody still forward. Diving header, and the flag is up for offside.
Good play, good goalkeeping there to come punch that clear, good defending to step up and catch them offside. That's how you deal with a team like San Antonio, put you under all sorts of pressure. You rely on your goalkeeper and his height and arms to come and get you out of trouble. That's exactly what a Rosarena does. Then a quick step up, all those whites, out, get out, play them offside. Up goes the flag, takes all the pressure off.
Hernandez over the top looking for Agudelo. It falls kindly for him, and he sends it well out of play. Subs coming for Las Vegas. Corey Bennett and Malik Howell will enter. And it's the end of the night for Ricky Alba and Kasu Samake. Fresh legs to close this out. The final subs of the night for the Lights. Corey Bennett coming over from Charlotte. Malik Howell in his first pro season out of Memphis and Missouri State, where he played his college soccer.
It's important those fresh legs do a lot of running to help the others who've been out there this entire match. Just close down, limit anything San Antonio can do.
Lambert long over the top, and Gomez couldn't bring it within his grasp. Gomez trying to put it down here for Rosarena, who of course is going to take his time.
I think there'll be a lot of USL managers either later tonight or tomorrow morning. He'll pick up this result and go, oh, okay, we have a new player in town. Las Vegas Lights are the real deal.
Absolutely. This has been a very good performance, but they still need to see it out. This is played through. Garcia putting it out of play. Throw incoming. I think this will mean a lot to Garcia to post a clean sheet if they can get it. Former San Antonio players. This comes in again. Hawkinson trying to keep it alive, and it's a foul, high boot.
But again, that ball going into the box and the danger of that header. We didn't know where that header was going to go. Unfortunately for Las Vegas, it doesn't go to a black and white shirt. But that's the danger. They put that ball into that box and they ask questions of the defenders. By the way, Fabian Garcia's still got a lot of pace. It's once or twice there he's been in a one-on-one situation. His pace has got him out of trouble. That's going to be of great value to Las Vegas Lights this season.
7 minutes of stoppage time. Not sure where all those minutes came from, but here we are. That is a foul and a free kick in a good spot. San Antonio trying to work with some sense of urgency here.
I don't need to tell you that virtually everybody from San Antonio is going in that box, and this is going to be a ball knocked in with a bit of height, you would think. And Chol and Lambert and Tainter and Burks are all going to try and get their head on the end of it. Some important defending for Las Vegas Lights right now. This is the big test. The shape of it for Jorge Hernandez, whether he's going to have a dipper goal and everyone's going to rush the keeper to see if they can pick any rebounds.
This is a go-at goal, and a Rosarena has to push it over the bar. Not a bad effort from that distance, and a Rosarena had to be alert.
Does well, the goalkeeper, but if you keep that ball down, it's easier to tip it over than it is if the ball's low to hold on to it. And the whole idea, I thought, was all those black and white shirts were going to rush a Rosarena, bounce the ball in front of him, and if he can't hold it, then there's a chance of a rebound.
Nothing doing on the corner. Hawkinson sending it forward again. Everybody's still up there. It was off the heel of Agadello. Good idea by Lacey. And again, comes in. Denied by Noel. Manly keeping the possession alive. Gomez. Hernandez. Driven ball in. Lambert gets this down for Manly, and Clemente gets it away. And the Lights can run. Foul, Zingando brought down, free kick, Las Vegas.
Good play, Ngando played for that foul just to kill the game, but excellent defense from Las Vegas Lights. And you've got to look at Emre Clemente, Fabian Garcia, not panicking under all sorts of pressure, not tripping anyone up in the box, not feeling they have to tackle, not doing anything silly, just wait for the chance to clear the ball, take that opportunity when it comes. And that's the experience of having two really, really good centre backs.
Adams. Gannon. Charlie Adams. Trying to turn the corner. And put out a play. Throw-in coming for the Lights, midway through the minimum of 7. Again blocked down, another throw-in. This one might be a corner kick. We'll see what the decision is. It is a corner. Touched in play. And they'll do it again. This is how you do it to kill off a game.
Yeah, they're playing very professionally, aren't they?
That's one way to put it.
Well, it's what San Antonio would do to them in the reverse situation.
Did that deflect off anybody? It did not.
They're fuming. They say it did.
Gannon cannot believe it.
There'd be some controversy if San Antonio go down the other end and score now.
Ngando making sure that doesn't happen.
He's been solid in Ngando throughout this match. Winning tackles, winning free kicks, just blocking San Antonio through the middle.
Trying to put this away, Noel. Space out wide for Gannon.
Ooh, nasty. It's lucky. That's lucky just to be a yellow, because that was premeditated and nasty.
And we'll go to Cameron Lacey. A tough challenge put in by Lacey.
I don't know if tough is the right description for that. Let's have another look at it. He just has a look there and just goes straight in, and no, that's late, and that's not going for the ball at all. I don't think.
Two-footed.
Yeah, I think that's close to a red card for me. It's very lucky to get away with it. Just a frustration, not being able to make a difference, coming on as a sub, wanting to be the player that gets your team back in the match. And he's had some moments, Lacey, that have been very impressive, and that tackle was not one of them, though.
Nigro to the end line, goal kick. Here's Lacey. Going to turn the corner. This ball stays in play. Lacey's got to be careful now. Lambert. Those long strides. Play on. Noel.
They've been so solid defensively. Fabian Garcia in particular has made so many good tackles. Nigro as well.
Cross coming in. Is there a late goal in this game for San Antonio? Doesn't seem like it. We're through 7 minutes. And here's Corey Bennett. And that is the final whistle. It is 3 straight wins for the Las Vegas Lights. They've equaled their win total from last year. 3 straight clean sheets. And the first loss of the season for San Antonio. What a win for the Lights.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant win in every sense. Yet an error from Cisniega. But then Cisniega also made a fantastic save a few minutes later, tipping one round the post. But a Rosarina, wow, what a match he has had.
Tonight's hardest working man of the match brought to you by Laborers International, the hardest working guys in Vegas. And he made some big saves, but let's look at his save of the game, brought to you by Nevada Donor Network. Remember, you can save a life at registerme.org. This kept them in the lead.
It's a solid save from Juan Agudelo, just uses his body, but besides that save, he tipped one over the crossbar, he's come for crosses, punched them clear. He really has had a fantastic game, Rosarena. And in contrast at the other end, it's Cisniega's error that allowed Sean Smart to score the only goal of the match. So it has, in some ways, been a tale of 2 keepers.
Well, we will come back and wrap things up, put a bow on this one. Las Vegas has won 3 in a row. It finishes Lights 1, San Antonio 0. Stay with us.
Hello, my name is Ramon Martin del Campo, City of Henderson police officer and former Las Vegas Lights team captain. My mother, Susie, desperately waited for a second chance after years of fighting kidney disease. Through a paired kidney exchange program, she was able to receive the gift of life through transplant. Currently, about 85% of Americans waiting need a kidney transplant. I am a living kidney donor. Nevadans are giving. Join us at wearenevadans.org.
At Silver State Schools Credit Union, we help you celebrate life's little moments and guide you through the big ones. Earn 2% cash back on every purchase with our Cashback Rewards credit card.
Silver State Schools Credit Union, your financial partner for life.
Mi raza bonita. Desde 1991 hemos compartido nuestras tradiciones mexicanas. Desde muy temprano, nuestros panaderos empiezan a elaborar los bolillos y el pan dulce. Y las tortillas todos los días salen calientitas. Le digo algo, mi raza bonita, lo que está hecho en la bonita, está hecho en Las Vegas.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by America First Credit Union. Desert Radiology, and US Bank. All smiles tonight for Las Vegas as they celebrate this one tonight. It's time to take a look at these great clips brought to you by Great Clips, our full-time highlights. And they were good ones. We start in the 23rd minute, and it was really some chances coming for the away side to begin.
Yeah, one of a number of Arozarena saves that he made throughout this match. But really, there wasn't much to choose in it, and it took an error from Cisniega to change the game. Smart with an effort from 25 yards, just goes under the goalkeeper's hands, and he's fuming with himself. It's an error that every once in a while even the best goalkeepers make, but really you could face that 20 times in training and never allow that to happen. Just somehow his hands didn't get down quick enough. Great for Smart though, super exciting for him. And then, to be fair to Las Vegas Lights, they kept creating little half chances. They didn't just sit on the lead. They forced a fantastic save. That one is a decent save from Cisniega, but he'll make another one where he tips it around the post. So to be fair, Las Vegas Lights could have made more. This is a chance where the goalkeeper drops the ball, and Clementa's got an open goal, and he just somehow hooks the ball wide, so the goalkeeper could have been punished a second time.
Now it's time for our stats. They're brought to you by US Bank. We were just talking before this segment, and it didn't seem like there was much in this game for either side, to be fair.
No, there wasn't for me. I thought it was fairly even. Look, 6 yellow cards for San Antonio, so they did get very physical. They tried everything, and they were up to it, Las Vegas. Big goalkeeper came and punched balls when he was under pressure, and they maybe could have had a second and a third. Cisniega making a couple of good saves as well, but in the end, I probably think they just shaded it, Las Vegas. I thought they were more on the front foot than San Antonio. And really, at the time, they controlled the ball at the end really well to hold on to that win. Super professional. And the two center-backs, Clementa and Garcia, and the goalkeeper, absolutely massive.
Well, that will do it for our coverage tonight from Cashman Field. It's another game, it's another clean sheet, and another 3 points for the Las Vegas Lights. They are making waves in the Western Conference. For our entire crew and broadcast partner, Gary Bailey, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long from Cashman Field. The Lights are victorious. Good night from Las Vegas.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.